passionate about. So I'm in love with what I'm doing right now. So that's what's matters.
Hello everybody, thank you guys so much for joining. This is Why Motive, where I interview dope people in business to let them express themselves, why they started, why this journey has been so amazing to them. And today I'm actually interviewing one of my really close friends. We actually started in business, but now we became one of the closest friends. He's actually releasing his new book today. So everybody please welcome Stanley Aroma.
Yo, what's going on, man?
How you doing, Boston, man? How you doing, Boston, man?
Pretty good, man.
I think I messed up. I think it's Stanley louissaint, not Aroma, but that's basically what people call you, louissaint Aroma. So.
Louissaint Aroma, yeah.
And you're actually releasing a new book today, so how you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling excited. There's been a long process, but I'm happy to release it right now. It's just a beautiful journey, and I'm excited about it.
Why now? Like, why now?
It's just, I felt like a lot of people that's starting into the business, they need a guideline, you know. A lot of people, they just start, they don't know where to start. And I feel like this is where I came in. I just released it, and that's gonna lead them in a way, what's the process, what's the step they need to take, you know? Yeah.
But do you feel when you were starting a business, like you had that guidance?
No, then that's the main reason I actually released this book, because I didn't have that guidance. I didn't have someone to look up and someone to call, just say, okay, I need help with something. That was a really challenge for me, and I came to a point where I'm like, you know what, this is a beautiful way to start to help young people that's starting their business, you know.
So basically no way to give back.
Yes.
Yeah, and also you are in the, like you have a Christian lifestyle.
Yes.
So you do believe in giving back. So what does that mean to you?
This means a lot, because when you give, God open door for you. You receive more from God. It's not only like you receiving. It's just a way you gotta give. When you receive from God, you just gotta give. Yeah.
Now, the show is basically why motive. So basically, why got you started. Like I know me personally, I know a lot of things about you, but they probably don't know a lot of things about you. So how did this thing started? Like, were you always in fashion? Like, how did everything start?
Actually, no. I grew up seeing my mother sewing. She used to sew a lot. My dad used to sew too, and he stopped sewing. He opened his own business. And when I first came here, that wasn't something I was really interested in.
Yeah.
So going to school for criminal justice, everything like that, I don't even work from it. And one day I just decided, you know, I'm really passionate about fashion, but I was never like looking at myself like I want to be a fashion designer. And I just came to a point, I'm like, you know what, let me give it a try. And
So
since then, it's in my DNA, you know.
So you actually went to school for something completely different from what you're actually doing now.
Definitely.
Like, so was that transition something scary? Like, you feel like?
It was kind of like, for my family it was, but for me, I know what I wanted.
Yeah, especially like in the Haitian household.
Exactly. So the main focus was, yo, I want you to be a nurse. Like, at first I was actually in school to become a nurse. I dropped out and I went for criminal justice, and I get my AA. And after I got my AA, I was like, you know what? I don't want to do nothing no more. I just want to go to the fashion industry.
So how did your parents react to that decision when you make it, or your family?
They didn't seem really happy about it, because, you know, you're Haitian, you know how they actually deal with that. But that was something, it's just me, you know. That's what I want to do. I didn't even listen to what other people was saying, even though that's what they want me to do, but that wasn't what I want for my life, you know. I just choose what I'm passionate about and what I see myself doing from years from now, even when I'm 50, something that I'm gonna be happy doing it. So I'm in love with what I'm doing right now. So that's what's matter, you know.
So basically you want to leave a legacy behind you.
Exactly.
So now anybody to read this book, are they gonna find like the step to find that legacy, like to live that legacy as well?
This book will lead someone that's trying to get into the clothing line business. It's just step by step. The information that's in this book, it's incredible. I'm so excited.
So this picture was actually 2 years ago, and if you can see, we actually have the Why Motive shirt on. Like, what a coincidence.
Yeah.
But this is when you actually first opened your store at the mall. Yeah. That was your second location, right?
Yeah, that was the second one.
So like, how does it feel like through that transition from, because you had like a smaller location.
Smaller location,
to that mall. So how was that transition?
Man, it was a beautiful thing. That was something that brought like a lot of joy to me. To see all my hard work, like I actually accomplished that. It was like a big step for my brand, for everyone that believe in me. Um, that was a beautiful move, you know. I love every. I don't regret anything about it, you know.
Was it like a hard thing?
It was kind of hard, you know, when you're taking a big step like that, you don't even know what's gonna happen in the future, and you just go for it. And this is where you have to believe in God and everything that you're doing. As the moment you put God first and you believe in yourself, everything's gonna be fine, man. You know?
Okay, that's good. And I see you speak about putting God in your business. So, how important is that for you?
It's really important for me because in every situation, in every type of business you're doing, the foundation of that business have to build on God. And when you first start reading the book at the beginning, you're gonna see there's some quote that I put about God. Anything that you're doing, you have to put God first into it. Anything that you can just start the business and you see the business taking off. But if you don't build that foundation on God, trust me, any type of thing can just pass by and break everything down. But when you build on God, you build on a strong foundation, there's nothing that can stand against you, you know?
So even before reading this book, so like the first thing to really be about is about your relationship, like putting that business in front of God first.
Exactly. Tell me, focus.
Okay. So as a fashion designer, what has been like the most difficult part?
As a fashion designer, when it comes to different type of design, especially when you're dealing with weddings, stuff like that, you actually come up to some design that you have never seen before, and those type of design challenge you to do better. And that's when it comes to a point where it puts you in a position to stand out of every other fashion designer that's out there. It's like you challenge yourself in everybody.
And transitioning that to now being a fashion designer, like why that transition? Like,
At first, I was just so focused into the fragrance, you know. After, just when you look at like where my mom used to sew and stuff like that, and I start with the fashion, it's just flow in me. The moment I accepted, I was like, you know what? Let me just add like the fashion industry into the fragrance, and it just flowed together. Everything was just matching each other, like, and the moment that happened, I felt like, okay, this is it. This is what I grew up seeing my mother doing. I saw my dad doing it. I saw a lot of other people, family members doing it.
so then that's when you had somebody to look up to. You had like a.
Exactly.
So why were your parents so against it? That's when you chose the path that they was already on.
It's the fact in Haiti, they don't give it that much value the way they give it value over here. For them, it feel like, okay, they don't want me to dealing with the same thing they were dealing down there. For them, it's just a regular thing. But down here, when you're talking about fashion, it's a whole different thing.
A whole culture of
Exactly.
fashion, yeah.
But me, I see the vision, but they didn't see the vision.
Or do they see the vision now? Now,
They-
as you can see, you upgrade, you have the
Definitely.
monitor. You know,
Definitely.
Oh, really?
They see the vision and they're excited and they're really proud of me because I carry the legacy, what they started, and I'm happy to finish everything, you know.
to show the value that,
The
hey,
value
you
of
can, there's something better into this. And that's also what you teach in the books as well, right?
Exactly.
But what has important, like consistency? Because I know it's not an easy road. Like, how important is consistency?
It's really important. And everything that you're doing, you have to stay consistent and believe in yourself. Just sometimes it's gonna be challenging, you know. Nothing in life is gonna be easy. You just have to take things step by step. You might create your business today, 3 months pass by, 4 months pass by, you haven't seen no progress.
You got to know a lot of people feel like, business, I'm about to become a millionaire.
Exactly, that's the thing a lot of people don't understand about business. Business takes time. You have to be patient when it comes to business. You don't just wake up the next day, you become a billionaire, you're making money. You have to be in a position. When you're a business owner, sometimes you're gonna even ending up broke. You know, that's what a lot of people don't understand. But as long as you stay patient and you motivate yourself every day. You say, okay, this is what I want to do. Every morning you wake up, you just go for it. Trust me, you're gonna make it.
But one time is hard, like, because, like, again, a lot of people don't know, but I know you, and I know, like, one time you had an offer, like, I feel like it was like $1 million to buy your business.
Yes.
So, like, why didn't you take that offer switch? You, like, you know, say it's like it's hard. Like, that was the perfect opportunity for you to be.
Exactly. At that moment, it was really hard. It was challenging. As my friend, you know how everything was going at that moment. But I came to a point where this is like my baby, you know. This is what I do. I wake up every morning. I'm happy to just go to work and do what I love doing, you know. And sometimes you just have to close your eyes on the money. Don't look at about the money. The money is gonna come. Just focus into the vision. When God gives you a vision, don't just take it and throw it away. Give it to someone else. You know, my vision was not just selling the brand for $1 million. Just take like 1/4 of that, 1/4 out of $1 million. It's not $1 million no more. Yeah. I mean, at that moment, they give me $1 million. After a couple months, they're gonna take that brand. They're gonna make almost like $1 billion of it.
That could have been your billion.
Exactly, and I'm just gonna sitting there like, with that $1 million, after a couple of years, that it's not gonna be $1 million if you don't know how to actually manage that money.
Well, a lot of times, so let's say, obviously, if they're gonna spend that money on your brands because they have experience in your brand,
exactly.
so they could have take your brand to the next level. You get the money, you invested in another business. So why didn't you do that route?
That wasn't my vision, you know. I wanna leave a legacy for my family, from generation to generation. This is what I want to do for my family, for everyone that's going to come after me. Even after 20 years from now, from generation to generation, I want to leave a legacy. This is one of a brand that's one of my favorite is Louis Vuitton. When you talk about Louis Vuitton, you see that's a legacy brand. From generation to generation, they still going to stay who they are. And this is how I see louissaint Aroma. From 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now.
So even with your kids, can still live that legacy.
Exactly.
That's good. So it's not just about the money, because a lot of people are doing business because about the money. But I feel they get it so wrong that it has to be about a passion. Because you're going to get tired of sometimes, you're going to get, like, for example, that offer to be like, okay, that's my exit.
Exactly.
But then you miss the whole purpose of why you got it started, which is basically the whole point of the show, like why,
Exactly.
What's the purpose when you started? It can't just be about money. So that's good that you had a deeper purpose than I just want to be rich.
Exactly.
So, as now you want to be living a legacy in 2023, you just got your book out. So, what's else is for? What's in 2023?
We have a lot of projects coming out right now. First, I'm so excited. You know, we released that today. The next step, we have fashion show that's coming up.
Fashion show coming up?
Yes, we
so
have
this year.
This year.
Okay.
My team and I, we've been planning everything. We haven't have a specific date yet, but just know it's gonna be an explosion, you know.
Got you. Yeah. Now, also speaking of 2023, yesterday was Valentine's Day, and you released this book right after Valentine's. Was there any specific reason, or?
No, there's no specific reason.
I'm like, because, you know, maybe you have somebody watching this show that's somebody special to, and you wanted to dedicate that to her, or something like that. Do you have somebody special? We just want to know. The people want to know. The people want to find out.
Man, okay. Every business person, I think you're gonna have someone special, someone that's willing to support you, someone that's there for you, that's pushing you forward to do better in life. Someone that's gonna be your number one fan, you know. That's what we need.
Is she in this room? Is she? No, we're not gonna go there. But
we're not gonna go there. It's about the book.
It's about the book.
It's about the book and the
good,
15.
Which is also good. Like you do also as a business. Like we get tired as well. So you need somebody that's like that backbone that's gonna keep us grounded. So that's really good.
Yeah.
But so I forgot who said it, is basically your first $1 million might be hard to get, it might take a while, but that second million is basically almost automatic, because it's not about the money. Because the mindset, the person you have to become to make that first $1 million, and once you become that person, that second, third, $5 million, it become easy. So about you, the person that you are, what are the things that you feel like you should change about yourself? Are you still working on?
I'm still working on myself. There's a lot of part that I'm still working on right now. That's one thing I can tell you. I didn't believe in those type of thing they call therapies. You know?
Well, a lot of people don't believe in it.
I didn't. That wasn't my thing. But I really take the time to just go see a therapist, and that actually changed my life completely. You know, there's certain area in your life that you never thought that you have certain issues with, or certain thing that you're dealing with. You probably don't want people to know. You probably don't want to talk. But the moment you start talking with someone, you start seeing certain things that you need worked on. And I cannot specifically say certain thing, tell certain thing, but I'm working on a lot of things right now in myself. I'm not perfect. Mentally, physically, spiritually, I'm still working on myself, you know.
And how you feel like that therapy has been well?
It's been working pretty well, you know. It's been working pretty well.
Yeah, I hear that. Make sure y'all go see a therapist. No, a lot of people. I'm in a Haitian household, and you know, most people, my friends, they don't believe. They think like it's crazy for somebody to go to a therapy. It's needed. So I haven't got the chance yet, but I do want to actually start.
No, definitely, man. Because sometimes you probably don't want to talk with a close friend, but that person that you're gonna open the conversation with, that person doesn't know you. You don't know the person. It's easy for you to flow and open up.
And it's also is not biased.
Right? Exactly. And during those times, I was actually in the point where I need it, you know. And those are the perfect time for me. When I start going, I start seeing certain things different. And I look at that different. I look at that area different. I was like, you know what? It's a great thing, you know. You should definitely go.
Now, to close it off, because I know this book is coming out, make sure you guys check it out. What's one thing that, for example, the people watching right now, if you had one thing, advice that you would have given them, what was it?
Be consistent, believe in yourself. Don't ever allow anybody to stop you from seeing your vision, from going for what you want in life. It might seem like it's hard, but there's nothing that hard enough like for you to not accomplish. As long as you put God by your side, this is why you guys are gonna say I mention God a lot. There's nothing that you're doing in life without putting God first, you know. As long as you have God and as long as you believe in yourself, there's nothing that can stop you.
Also, guys, you're also gonna be part of the mentorship program that we're gonna have, where you're also gonna be. So in that mentorship, basically, gonna have like a one-on-one session with you, and
it's gonna be one-on-one, one-on-one session. We're gonna have the online class too, everything. So there's more information that's gonna be out pretty soon.
So make sure you guys stay tuned.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Louissaint, and I appreciate you coming here, giving us some good advice. Book coming out today. I'm excited. Make sure you guys check it out, and let's do it.